Welcome to the Metaverse. Social VR. The possibilities are limitless. When I first entered the Metaverse, I was thinking of art galleries and other creative experiences that might be generated and then experienced worldwide by a variety of people. I'm artist Franz Keller, and I'd like to welcome you to the Better World Museum. Here is my exhibit. Good evening. This was my exhibit at the Better World Museum inside Horizon Worlds a few months ago. Anyway, I was showing my various sculptural works as well as NFT characters you can see in the gallery behind me. So I thought we might just take a little look around and see. I'll show you the different NFT characters I have prepared over here, and I think it's an amazing possibility for the idea of NFT art characters that you could interact with in a more direct way, to be able to just experience being around them or to bring them into the world. And I will describe the different scenes that we're about to see and look over. The Better World Museum is a place that exists in Horizon Worlds VR. It's much like a real art museum in that different artists are able to bring in their work and do an exhibit there. The advantages are that you can look back over previous exhibits in time and visit them even after their initial run is over. These are some of my sculptures, and when you have a futuristic medium like virtual reality art, you may also want a futuristic way to be able to sell these or collect them. And so we've all been thinking about NFT art as a possibility. It does offer the independent artist, regardless of location and other factors, a possibility to generate income from their work. So it could be a utopian ideal, depending on how, of course, the NFT structure happens. Obviously, cryptocurrency is a developing thing, and it is vulnerable to economic exploitation by the bad actors of the world. But we have to think of the way that things can be improved, go over them in a good direction. These are more of my characters. I'm preparing to do character animation, a comedic sort of cartoon series with my robots characters over there. Then this section I call, I think it was idealistic explorations was this gallery. And so I have connection is greater than competition was the central first one that I added. You can see the hands reaching out, the robot hands. Of course, we do have polygon limitations at this early stage of VR, so it was not just my minimalist aesthetic. I like the minimalist aesthetic, but it also works better. Cyber rights are human rights.
It's important to consider that because as we journey through cyberspace, this will be increasingly important. We obviously need to concentrate on world peace at this very moment, as well as just in general. There are many interesting mottos that I've written on the walls. Culture follows nature. I was thinking, it's better if our culture does not try to rewrite the natural principles of plants and animals and people, creatures, microbes. All of these things were all symbiotically related. And so we can accidentally change things in a way that's bad. Progress for equality. We're talking about LGBTQ plus rights and equality for everyone, racial justice, and it's important that our future have a level playing field where people are able to enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without being held back by unfortunate technology. Serves humanity. This is another important principle, and yes, I filled 99% of the geometric complexity building this place. Picasso was dyslexic. I'll say that neurodiversity is an advantage for the world because so many of we neurodiverse individuals, we neurodivergent is the word for a person who is not neurotypical. They are different from the usual, but that difference can be a very good thing. Michelangelo was autistic. We'll say Tesla was OCD. All of these different geniuses, perhaps their features, which could have been perceived early in their lives as disabilities, could have informed some of their amazing new perspectives and discoveries along the way. So it's great to consider. Fashion changes fast. Especially in the virtual world, you can change your outfit as many times as you want. We'll be able to do virtual fashion designs. Everything else my animated characters once again. Here I am to give the final triangulated dancer Lucinda. Another sort of a cubist modern art thing executed in 3 dimensions. Better World Museum, which gave me the place to put this art. The Artist in Residence program is something that anyone can apply for, and you just ask for your place and you may get it. It's a wonderful welcome for the creative people who enter social VR, and I will encourage you to do it if you're thinking about it. The possibilities are just amazing. Einstein, you can see I built him as a low poly statue over there. Einstein, perhaps you could say the poster child was young Einstein growing up when he didn't fit in at school, had conflicts with his teachers. One of them said he would not amount to anything. And that was completely wrong, obviously. But we're thinking over the many possibilities, looking into our world, how we might better it, or just not repeat the same mistakes that were done within the 20th century, but look forward and, well, we'll have to make some new mistakes, but we'll also we'll make new successes. We'll discover the new answers to the problems that we need to as we come to them. Can you tell I'm very optimistic for the possibilities for virtual reality to be able to expand human society experience, friendship, knowledge, evolution, all these things. I really do think that VR could help bring world peace by allowing people to connect with each other and remember that they aren't so different. They aren't so different at all. We all have similar wants and needs, even though the languages we may use to express those may be a bit different, and the way we look may be a bit different on the outside, but we are so very similar inside, so much more similar than we are different. And being able to converse with people in social VR has meant a lot to me over the last few years, but yes, particularly recently with this new metaverse, and I think it might save the world from war. It really might, because you would get a chance to experience life, not just the leaders of these countries who they have their own motives, but the everyday people in these other countries. You can see the commonalities that you have with them. And maybe you realize you don't really have a quarrel with them. You don't have a reason to go against them. We all could get along and freely communicate, and then we can reach outer space, expand the reach of humanity, and also protect it from a disaster that might wipe out part of our population. Explore the stars.